Okay, so today we are going to see now the new curriculum, then in details. So we are going to start with the topics that we expect by the end of verse 4. Then we see how do we set the items and so on. So I'm going to make over 5 videos for the assessment, just for the starters in new curriculum. Okay, we start with the coverage. Always we have, remember, our exam or our final exam for S4 is set under 4 themes. So the first theme is numbers, then we have patterns and algebra, data and probability, geometry and measures. So have summarized them for you here to show you how many topics in each class and under which theme. So in senior 1 there are 4 topics under numbers, then in senior 2 there are 2 topics under numbers. So the total topics in numbers, they are just 6. Then probability and patterns and algebra, they are 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. So they are the total number of topics in probability, and so in patterns and algebra, they are 14. Then when you come to data and probability, they are 6. So there is 1 in senior 1, 2 in senior 2, and 3, making a total of 6. Then geometry and measures, as you see, it's the widest. It has 19 topics. 6 in senior 1, 5 in senior 2, 6 in senior 3, 2 in senior 4, making a total of 19. So that means that someone in senior 1 is going to cover 14 topics, then someone in senior 2, 13, 13 also in senior 3, then only 5 topics in senior 4, which by the end of first term, the syllabus is done, and the rest I think is going to be revision. So that pushes us that when you add all these topics, the 14, 13, and the 5, a student is going to cover a total of 45 topics in senior 4, even though some you can combine them because it is algebra 1, it is algebra 2, trig 1, trig 2, can teach it at once. Now, item 1 is always from theme numbers. So these are the topics where the first item is going to be set. So they will combine like 2 or more from this to get you 1 item in numbers. And remember, numbers is a compulsory item. So the topics there are these ones. Though this one, when you got the syllabus book, we have this in the patterns and algebra. But when I discussed with many people, I told that because more of numbers, of adding and so on, they decided to put it there. But then, as you see that this one, the rectangular Cartesian, in the syllabus book I'm talking about is this one. You see that when you go to rectangular, this one was put in numbers. But when you plot and then you see maybe you are plotting questions of a curve, a line, they are just forming a pattern, or there is a pattern you are following. So that's why we decided now to push it in there. So these ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because numerical concept 1 and numerical concept 2, they are forming just numerical concept as a topic. So then ratios and proportion, we decided to put it here. So they will combine this to give you 1. You never know. So under those things, you can find it here. So now when you come to theme 2 is just patterns and algebra. Patterns and algebra. Here, these are the topics. So they will combine at least 2 or more from here so that they can get you an item. The total of these ones, they are 14 topics that they will combine to bring you 1 item. So these the first 2 items, item 1 and item 2, from numbers and patterns and algebra, they are compulsory. So meaning a student is supposed to do these 2. So this is always in section A. Now when it comes to section B, we have 6. Remember the total number of items, there are 6, but the student has 2 compulsory. Then he has options in item 3 and 4, then also 5 and 6. Now 3 and 4, they are coming from data and probability, where he is supposed to pick only 1. Either it does number item 3 or item 4. So it's supposed to do only 1 from here. Then also comes and takes 1 from 5 and 6. So data and probability, has a lot of 6 topics. They are very short and brief, as you can see there, 6 topics. So you can set maybe a set when it's combined with probability to set that item. The difference between items and the activities of integration is that the activity of integration is just handling just that topic. You are just exhausting the learning outcomes, and then you make sure that the competence that it has been achieved. So the activity of integration is just for that particular topic. But when you come to an item is now combining more than one topic so that you can set one thing from there. So that is data and probability. When we come, these are the topics in data and probability. They are very clear. Then when you come to item 5 and 6, of course, also a candidate is supposed to take only one. So here we have, it's the widest because it has 19 topics in there. So a candidate is supposed to pick one from here. Then when he combines one, so meaning a student, a candidate is supposed to do 4 items in total. Okay, so these are the topics: geometry and measures, nets and solids, bearings, circles, trig 1 and trig 2, vectors, reflections, and so on. So that's the first thing for the topics, and then the items, and then the themes where those topics are falling. So from here we are going out to see the identification, how do we award them, and so on. So that's it. Look out for another video. But remember, we are also going to do AOIs for all the 14 topics in Senior 1, the 13 topics in Senior 3, and Senior 2, also the 5. We are going to do also videos about those activities of integration in detail. So check out for them probably next week. That will be around 15th next week, 15th of January, yeah, 2025. They will be there.